Hey, what's up you guys? Me, Naruto, and I'm back here with a series of videos for you guys. This will be my review of anime games made over the years. And this is all in honor of the long-awaited game Storm 3. I'm leading it up to Storm 3, so expect a couple more of these videos up until that point. For a while now, we have wanted the perfect anime game. And for a lot of us, we thought that the Storm games were an example of what a perfect anime game could be. And even though we want a lot of our anime games to be exactly like the Storm games and to have that fighting style, there are a lot of other anime games out there that bring their own formulas, and they work so well with those types of anime. And now is the time when we bust open some games and look at some anime games that have been made over the past couple of years and go over them, just in commemoration of Storm 3, because we have to remember, before there was Storm, there were so many other games that could have matched up, and maybe some were good, maybe some were bad, but you still have to remember the classics. And no guys, I'm not going to go over any types of games that are Japanese RPGs with anime style characters, because those don't exactly count. What I am doing instead is going over games that have branched off of certain anime and have made their own video game instead of making a video game completely out of nowhere with these anime style characters. So no Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Vesperia, or any of the Tales games pretty much. And a lot of these anime that have video games are mainstream, which is sad, but it's also true that a lot of these games come to America because of how mainstream that they are. And I'll try and be as diverse as possible and go off on as many games as I possibly can. So no, this is not going to be a type of video series that's all about Naruto games and Dragon Ball Z games and Bleach games and One Piece games. I mean, there may be some in there, possibly, but I'm going to focus on anime as a whole more than just the mainstream. So I'll be making these videos all the way up until the release of Storm 3. So if you guys have any suggestions for any video games that you have in mind, and they have to be anime video games, you guys have to stay known on what the criteria is. But if you do have any suggestions, just tell me in the comment section down below, and I'll try and get to that, or just inbox me, just message me, and I'll probably get to that too. But remember, anime that are made into video games. So let's start this series off with one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z games. First off, we had Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for the PS2 and Wii. This was the second of the Tenkaichi games to get released on the Wii as well as the PS2. Unfortunately, I don't have the PS2 version, which I think is much better, but we'll have to make do with the Wii version for now. This just so happens to be my favorite DBZ game, despite the controls being so awkward on the Wii. The opening of the game is just as epic as every other Dragon Ball Z game. There are dramatic cinematics and the type of graphics you can only wish for as you play through these games. But fortunately, the graphics aren't terrible, so there's no worry if it doesn't match up completely. The game hosts over 100 characters from the Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT series. Hell, I still haven't even unlocked all the characters in this game yet. There's characters to unlock through the story, combining items together to make new characters, and also gathering the Dragon Balls that can be randomly found in certain stages within the game. There are a lot of different items you can buy that will enhance your character as you customize them to be stronger and faster than any other. And the story expands across all the sagas and covers every single battle that was ever in the 3 series. There are also a lot of game modes besides the story mode to explore. You can compete in the world tournament against friends or the computer, fight against players across the world in the online battle mode that is only available on the Wii version, and there's also a mode where you can choose characters on a point system, so you'll never have to fight against a team of completely overpowered enemies. However, my biggest problem with the game is the controls for the Wii. I picked up my PS2 controller to play Tenkaichi 2, and virtually had no problem playing the game after a year or so of not playing it. But the Wii controls do take a bit more time to really understand. But on a good note, the best part of this game is the overall gameplay itself. When I popped this game in and started playing a match, I cannot lie when I say that I lost a couple rounds. But I actually had fun losing. Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. All the special moves and combos just take me back to the simpler times when DBZ games were good and simple and full of characters to play with. Tenkaichi 3 is just that game that makes me genuinely smile because of how good of a game it really is, and how no other game will be able to take away how much of a gem of the Tenkaichi series this game has been. You hear that? Ultimate Tenkaichi can suck my balls. But I digress. Cheers to the amazing game that is Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Well, that's just about all I have for you guys today. I was planning on this series going up to the release of Storm 3 and then stopping maybe a week or two before Storm 3 releases. But if you guys like the series just that much, then I will try my best and I'll go beyond that. So just tell me in the comment section down below if you guys do like this series and you would like to see it even beyond the release of Storm 3, because I could review any type of game and I could keep going on with this. I could probably have some fun with it. It might be really interesting later on. And don't forget to tell me down below if you overall just like this video. Hell, why not just give it a thumbs up if you liked it? That sounds like the best idea. So that's about all we have for today, folks. So for now, it's me, Naruto, saying stay gold, and I will see you guys later.